Good afternoon, everyone. Merry Christmas to everybody here. Today is Monday, December 26th, 2022. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Let's take a look at the next few days across the lower 48 here, guys. So, taking a look at today's weather, we have a strong system getting ready to make itself known here across portions of the Pacific Northwest down through Northern California, bringing in precipitation mostly in the form of rainfall. Some areas may see upwards of 4 inches, especially into the area along the Oregon and California border region here, guys. From Crescent Beach to Cave Junction and then down through Crescent City here, guys. So let's take a look at that. So as we step into the overnight hours, into tonight, into tomorrow as well, we can see that over the next 24 hours here, let's see here, as we have rainfall totals here of upwards of 4 inches here, guys. So this is just to the north of Crescent City here, guys, near looks like Gold Beach and near Cave Junction here, guys. We're looking at about 3.3 inches of rainfall. So definitely, guys, it's definitely going to be a very, very rainy event, especially along the coastline here, even into portions of Astoria. So we're expecting a little over 2 inches, almost 2.5 inches of rainfall here expected. So it's definitely a very interesting situation developing here. Even into portions of the Olympic mountain ranges as well, we're looking at some rainfall developing. So it's definitely pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, it's crazy to see that amount of rainfall, especially around this time of year. Normally these are later on in the season, into January and February. However, it does look like this is coming into action here a little bit earlier here, so it's definitely pretty interesting to see here. So we also have the SPC has also issued a general thunderstorm risk here as well. So we'll definitely take a look at that here, guys. So this is into portions along the coast of Northern California into portions of Southern Oregon. So basically, an initial shortwave trough is moving inland over the northwest warning area this morning, while a stronger upstream trough will approach the Northern California Oregon coast. So it's actually approaching at this moment. Colder mid-level temperatures and steeper low-level lapse rates will accompany the overnight trough as the primary baroclinic zone moves inland, and a few lightning flashes will become possible within this area later on this afternoon into evening hours, guys. So the wind profiles will be strong. Very weak buoyancy will tend to limit any damaging wind threat over the coastal regions here, guys. So we're basically looking at a massive rain event. However, there will be some indication here of some flashes of lightning and some rumbles of thunder here, guys. So definitely along the California-Oregon border here and down through Northern California, especially the coastal regions as well. So that's expected on tonight as well, guys. We are also taking a look at the excessive rainfall outlook issued as well. So this stretches from the Pacific Northwest into portions of north central California. And as stated previously, some locations within the slight risk or the yellow shaded regions here may see upwards of 4 inches of rainfall accumulation. So it's definitely a lot of rain expected throughout the day today, as well as into the overnight hours. So definitely be on the lookout for flooding in areas like that. We're also going to see some snow here, guys. So we're definitely going to take a look at that as well. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get this going here. But yeah, guys, we're also going to see some snowfall accumulations over the next 24 hours. We can definitely see some of that snow definitely accumulating here into Washington State, especially up through Canada here, guys. So this will be snowfall accumulating through the Olympic Mountains and also through the northern Cascadia mountain range, and as well as over the northern Rockies here as well. We're also looking at snowfall into the Pacific coastal range here. So we'll definitely take a look at that, as well as Yamsay Mountain in southern Oregon as well, getting into the action. And we're actually looking at some snow developing through the Sierra Nevadas as well. Snow accumulations of up to a foot or more are anticipated in some of this higher terrain here, guys. If we take a look at somewhat down through Sierra Nevada, so we can see 7.2 inches of snowfall here. As we move to the north into northern California here, guys, we can see snow accumulations of upwards of 15 to 16 inches of snow. So it's definitely a lot of snow here, guys. And then up through Yamsay Mountain here, guys, we're looking at about 9 to 10 inches of snowfall over the next 24 hours. And as we move over here into the northern Rockies as well, we're looking at snowfall accumulations of nearly 8 inches. And some locations may see, let me see here, some locations may get between 4 and 5 inches as well. And as we go into Washington State here, in the mountainous terrain here, guys, we're looking at about the same, about 16 inches of snowfall. So that's definitely crazy to see here, and especially here into the mountain ranges into Canada as well. We're definitely looking at 16 inches of snow, possibly even 17 inches of snow. So it's definitely a very, very big event as well. So we'll definitely have to keep a lookout for that. And then, guys, zooming out just a little bit, moving into tomorrow. So basically, we're looking at much of the same weather can be said, especially here throughout the Pacific Northwest into California as well. There's going to be a massive rain shield entering and hovering over much of the Pacific Northwest into portions of northern and central California here as well. And the rain will eventually make its way down through even into Los Angeles, guys. So we're definitely going to see some rainfall down here. This will be into the late evening hours tonight and into 9 or 10 p.m. So it's definitely crazy to see here, guys, especially some of the rainfall that we're expected from this system in certain areas. We're also taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center data as well. We can definitely take a look at that. So we have a general thunderstorm risk issued once again for portions of northern California into southwestern Oregon as well. So basically we're looking at a mid-level disturbance initially over the California-Oregon border region, especially along the coast, will move east into the northern Rockies, while an upstream shortwave trough will move through the base of the larger scale trough and move into the Nevada, Utah, and Arizona vicinity by early Wednesday morning. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are possible, mainly over the northern California into southern coastal Oregon. Forecast sounding suggests so we're looking at buoyancy values, guys. A convection may develop, but will remain weak and below the severe level limits here, guys. So we're not anticipating a severe weather outbreak in Oregon or California at this time. And a surface high pressure will influence conditions along the east coast, while a lee trough develops over the high plains, and we'll definitely take a look at that here, guys. And we also have another excessive rainfall outlook issued for much of these areas as well. We'll definitely take a look at that, guys. So an excessive rainfall outlook will be in place across much of the same areas, with a broader area of slight risk being introduced into portions of the Pacific coastline, including areas such as Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, Santa Cruz, San Francisco, Napa, Eureka, Crescent City, and Brookings. Rain totals may exceed an inch in most areas, with some receiving rainfall amounts in excess of 2.5 inches, especially within northern Oregon, in northern California and southern Oregon, I should say. We'll definitely take a look at that here, guys. So it's definitely pretty crazy to see some of these snowfall totals for sure. They can definitely be, snowfall and rainfall totals definitely be on the stronger side here, guys. So let's take a look at some of the rainfall accumulations. So we can see here, guys, so this is to the north of Crescent City and around Crescent City. Throughout the entire storm, guys, we're looking at about almost 5 inches of rainfall through some of these areas here. So that's definitely pretty crazy to see here, guys. Even into portions of northern California here, just along the Oregon border here, we're looking at 4.7 inches of rain, as well as 4.12 inches as well. As we head down the coastline here, guys, we can see, let's try to get some of these cities here. So we can see Eureka here, guys. We're at about 2.61 inches of rain, so that's definitely pretty crazy to see here. Even as we head down into San Francisco, we're looking at about 1.5 inches of rain, So it's definitely pretty crazy to see. And as we head into portions of Santa Cruz down here, where almost 2 inches of rain can fall over the next 48 hours as well. Even down into Southern California here, guys. So we could take a look at that. Go down to Santa Maria here, guys. A little over an inch of rainfall expected. And as we head down into Santa Barbara here, we're looking at a little over a half an inch of rain expected in these areas. And it looks like Los Angeles will be a little over a quarter inch of rain, so definitely some rain expected. So it's definitely pretty crazy to see some of these values as well showing up. And we could take a look at the snowfall accumulations, especially here in the Sierra Nevadas here, guys, by Yosemite Valley here. Let's see. We're looking at possibly snow totals upwards of 2 feet in some of these areas. So we can see here, guys, 27 inches of snowfall developing here. Even as we head up to Mount Shasta here in Northern California here, guys, we're looking at over a foot of snow, upwards of 19 inches of snowfall developing here. And as we head into portions of Oregon and into Washington here as well, guys, we're looking at much of the same. For some areas here, guys, we could possibly see upwards of near 3 feet of snow within southern Oregon here in the mountainous terrain. And as we head north into looks like heading into Washington here, guys, we're looking at potential of over 2 feet of snowfall here, guys. And even into the Olympic Mountains, guys, we're looking at a little over 20 inches. And then up into Canada here, guys, still over 3 feet of snowfall expected. So it's definitely pretty crazy to see here, guys. Switching back over to the precipitation type here, guys, we're going to take a look at an interesting system developing as well. So we're actually looking at lake effects still ongoing within the lakes here. So Lake Erie, Ontario, even into portions of Lake Michigan, Superior, and Huron as well. So we're looking at Buffalo here, guys. Let's take a look at some of these snowfall accumulations expected. So over the next 24 hours here, guys, Buffalo could see an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow accumulation, as well as to the east here of Lake Huron, guys. This would be into portions of the southern provinces of Ontario here, where snow may accumulate to an additional 4 inches of snow, especially between Victoria Harbor and Mactier, guys. So it's definitely pretty interesting to see some of these snowfall totals. So let's zoom in a little bit. So we can definitely see Mactier here, guys, looking at about 4 inches of snowfall. Even down towards Victoria Harbor here, guys, we're looking at an additional almost a little over 2.5 inches of snow. And also to the northeast of Lake Ontario here, guys, we're definitely looking at some snow totals here. So we're looking at Dexter, Chalmont, Watertown, Fort Drum, and Teresa, where snowfall accumulations may exceed 4 inches in some of these locations here, guys. So a little over 4 inches, almost 5 inches in some areas as well. Waterton, you're looking at about 3.5 inches here. Let's zoom in a little bit here, guys. So it's definitely pretty crazy to see some of these snow totals, especially here in Dexter, 3.5, Chaumont, 3.5, Teresa, about 3, Fort Drum, 3.4. So we're definitely looking at some snowfall, guys. And then we're also looking at another system here, guys. So we'll take a look at that. This is known as an Alberta Clipper here, guys, as we head into portions of Tuesday night into Wednesday. So you guys can see, so even Tuesday morning here, guys, you can see this Alberta Clipper here starting to develop. And this system is going to bring, it's going to enter the northern U.S., bringing snow to northern and northeastern Minnesota, into the Big Falls, Sturgeon, Two Harbors, and Duluth region through the morning hours tomorrow, guys. This system will eventually sag to the south, so we'll definitely take a look at that here, guys. So this will head into northern Wisconsin here, guys, where it'll bring in some interesting ice pellet accumulation, so icing accumulations here, guys, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Even the upper peninsula of Michigan, definitely looking at some snow as well. This would be into Tuesday night into Wednesday here, guys. So this is Tuesday evening, 4 p.m. And Buffalo, guys, may receive an additional 2 inches of snowfall from this actual system, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Waterton may receive another 3 to 5 inches from this Clipper system as well. Portions of southern Ontario may receive an additional 5 to 9 inches of snowfall from this Clipper system. We can definitely take a look at that as well. So you can definitely see a lot of this snowfall here, guys, definitely developing, especially into portions of southern Ontario here, especially here in the Buffalo. So we had 2 inches of snow on the ground before the system comes through, and it looks like an additional 2 inches of snow in Buffalo are definitely possible. Maybe some more snow. Waterton definitely looking at an additional 3 to 5 inches of snow from this system, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Looks like down here in the Pittsburgh area, a little less than a half an inch of snow from this system, so it doesn't look like to impact much. However, even a half an inch of snow can impact travel, especially if it does stick to the roadways here. So we'll definitely take a look at that, guys. We can also see snowfall here, guys. Let's take a look at Arizona here, guys. So snowfall accumulations of over a foot are certainly possible within the plateau region of Arizona, just to the west of Flagstaff here, guys. Also, over a foot of snow accumulations are expected into portions of central and southern Arizona in areas such as Pine Top Lakeside, White River, Show Low, into Beaver Valley Estates as well. Northern New Mexico into areas such as Dulce, Tierra Amarilla, Tarma, and Cedar Hill may receive upwards of 8 inches of snow here, guys. So we can definitely see that taking shape here. Some of the snow totals also updating to about 15 inches in these areas. Salt Lake City may be getting in on the action as well, especially some of these snow totals here, guys. So we can take a look at Salt Lake City. So we're looking at about almost 11 inches here in Salt Lake City, and then to the northeast of Salt Lake City, we're looking at about 16 to 18 inches of snowfall. So that's definitely pretty crazy. Portions of the Rockies here, northern Rockies as well, we'll be seeing about 20 to 24 inches of snowfall. Yeah, so it's definitely pretty crazy here, guys. And even into portions of the southern Rockies into Colorado here, guys. We're definitely looking at some interesting snowfall totals developing here, so we'll definitely take a look at that. So it's definitely pretty crazy to see some of these snowfall totals. Let me go down here into Colorado here, guys. So into areas such as Crawford, Montrose, Ridgeway, Marble, and even Grand Junction, guys, can see over a foot of snowfall. So it's definitely pretty crazy for sure. So if we move into Wednesday here, guys, we'll definitely take a look at that. So we can definitely see that rainfall and snow developing here into portions of Arizona, Utah, as well as Colorado and New Mexico here as well, even into Nevada, and even into the still in the Sierra Nevadas getting some snow. But it definitely looks like the rainfall here, guys, in California will be coming to an end. However, a mixed bag of precipitation will definitely be traversing across this area here, guys, so the Four Corners region here. So Prescott, Flagstaff, Phoenix, Silver City, Willard, and Albuquerque will definitely be getting into the mixed bag precipitation here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's definitely pretty interesting to see. The SPC has also issued some more information into Wednesday's outlook here, guys. Let's take a look at that. So a few general thunderstorm risk areas across central Arizona, extreme portions of southern Nevada, and extreme portions of eastern California, as well as along this Sabine Pass, will also be affected by general thunderstorm outlook here, guys. So cities impacted include Beaumont, Lake Charles, Cameron, Jennings, and Intracoastal City here near the Sabine Pass area. So although the risk of severe storms is nearly zero, a few pockets of heavy rainfall as well as small hail will be possible. A few rumbles of thunder are expected in the evening hours on Wednesday, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So we definitely have to keep an eye on this, especially here down through the Sabine Pass here, guys, so between Texas and Louisiana. So we're definitely looking at an increasing pressure gradient over this area. Is going to facilitate the strengthening southerly low-level flow here, guys. That'll definitely bring in the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. That'll feed these storms. So it's definitely possible that we may have a severe storm or two pop up in this region, but for now, it definitely looks like it's a zero severe weather threat here, but a non-zero chance of thunderstorms here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's definitely pretty interesting here. We're also taking a look at the excessive rainfall outlook as well into portions of Arizona here, guys. So it looks like it's a marginal risk, so it doesn't look very, very crazy here. But there definitely is a chance for flash flooding here to portions of central and southern Arizona here, guys. So be on the lookout for that. You can definitely know that this area is prone to flooding, especially if a few inches of rainfall here, guys. That can create very, very hazardous conditions here. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. And let's take a look at the end of the year forecast for Pittsburgh here, guys. So moving into Tuesday, December 27th, we're expecting mostly cloudy skies, not as cold, with a high of 31 degrees here, guys, during the day. Moving into Tuesday night here, guys, skies will be clearing slightly, moving into partly cloudy skies here, guys, with a low of 28 degrees. So definitely not as cold as we've seen over the past couple days here, guys, where temperatures actually dipped below zero and wind chills were minus 40, so that's definitely pretty crazy here, guys. Moving into Wednesday, the 28th, guys, we're looking at partly sunny skies, which is going to be the beginning of a warm-up here, guys, in Pittsburgh. So we're looking at a high of 41 degrees, so definitely a little bit milder here, guys. And then taking a look at Wednesday night, we're looking at mostly clear skies with a low of 32 degrees, so right around freezing here, guys. And then moving into Thursday, the 29th, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 47 degrees. And then Thursday night, it doesn't cool off much. We're still looking at mostly cloudy skies with a low of 42 degrees here, guys. So it only drops about 5 degrees throughout the night. So definitely not too bad for this time of year, guys. And then we're taking a look at Friday the 30th. We're looking at partly sunny skies with mild temperatures with a high of 56 degrees. So we're definitely moving into the 50s here, guys. Possibly even into the 60s in some locations. So it's definitely going to be pretty warm and mild during this time frame. And moving into Friday night, guys, a brief shower in the evening is definitely possible. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy skies are expected with a low of 43 degrees. Again, not dropping very much. So that's good news here, guys. And then moving into the last day of the year, guys, here, Saturday, the 31st, we're looking at afternoon showers with low visibility possible, possibly creating some foggy conditions here, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Slightly cooler temperatures with a high of 48 degrees. And then as we move out throughout the day, the evening hours into the overnight hours, we're looking at occasional rain showers with a low of 43 degrees here, guys. So definitely not a bad forecast for the end of the year week. So it's definitely interesting here, guys. It's a lot better than what we've seen over the past week or two. So it's pretty nice for actual December here, moving into January, guys. And let's take a look at the city of the week here, guys, which is Austin, Texas here, guys. So this is the end of the year forecast. So Tuesday the 27th, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, cooler conditions. Not sure why it says an inch of snow. It's pretty interesting. Very odd there, guys. Ignore that. So we're looking at a high of 49 degrees here, guys, into Tuesday. And then we're looking at clear skies. So the clouds will be breaking and moving out of the area. So we're looking at clear skies and chilly conditions just above freezing here, guys, at 34 degrees. And then Wednesday, December 28th, we're looking at partly sunny skies, which this will be beginning of a much warmer period here, guys. So we're looking at 61 degrees for the high on Wednesday. So definitely very mild here into portions of Austin, Texas here. And then moving through the night, we're going to have clouds developing, guys. So cloudy conditions will be developing throughout the night as a front approaches with a low of 55 degrees here, guys. So nice temperature here. And then moving into Thursday, guys, the 29th, we're looking at a passing morning shower and possible afternoon thunderstorms here, guys, with a high of 71 degrees. So that's definitely way better than the single digits that we felt a couple days ago here, guys, with wind chills below zero. So 71 is definitely a nice temperature here, guys. And then moving into Thursday night, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies with a low of 51 degrees. So still not that bad, guys. It's definitely very nice. And then moving into Friday the 30th, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, and the sun may peek out every once in a while. Looking at warm temperatures with a high of 71 degrees once again here, guys. So very, very nice conditions here. And then moving into Friday night, we're looking at the breaking of the clouds throughout the night. Looking at a low of 53 degrees, so not too bad here. And then Saturday, guys, the 31st is the big day here, guys. We're looking at mostly sunny skies, very warm temperatures, a high of 80 degrees here in Austin, Texas. It's very, very awesome here, guys, to see the 80 degrees showing up and the end of the year forecast. So definitely get out this weekend and enjoy that weather, guys. We're looking at Saturday night. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, mild temperatures of 52 degrees for the low. So definitely not a bad forecast here for Austin, Texas, guys. It's definitely fantastic to see. It's nice to see that the cold weather breaking and the warm weather being ushered in. So definitely be on the lookout for the warm weather. And also be on the lookout for Thursday here, guys, with a possible chance of thunderstorms here. It does not look like at this time that they will be severe thunderstorms. However, a few rumbles of thunder and maybe some small hail cannot be ruled out at this point, guys. But definitely this coming weekend, guys, it's definitely going to be very, very nice. So definitely make sure you guys get out and enjoy the weather here, guys. Alright, guys, thank you all for joining me for yet another weather briefing. Just to summarize, guys, heavy rain and snow will be moving into the Pacific Northwest as well as within Oregon and California throughout the day and evening hours tonight, extending throughout the day tomorrow. Some areas may receive upwards of 4 inches of rainfall, especially along the California-Oregon border region as well. Also, heavy snow is expected throughout the Sierra Nevadas and the Olympic Mountains, as well as the northern Rockies and into portions of southern Colorado as well, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for that. A Clipper system is also expected to make its presence known throughout the day on Tuesday into Wednesday into portions of the northern plains as well as the Great Lakes. So we're still going to have that lake effect snow taking place in Buffalo and Watertown, so definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. And a few showers and thunderstorms may be possible across portions of the deep south as well as along the Gulf Coast near the Sabine Pass region on Wednesday and Thursday. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. Definitely appreciate it. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so yet. And smash that like button, guys. We'll get this YouTube video out and reaching more people into YouTube's algorithm, letting YouTube know that this video is getting traction. So that's definitely awesome, guys. We definitely appreciate it. And definitely share this information across all platforms if you can, guys. And thank you, everybody. And I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys have a fantastic end of the year into the new year as well. I will be going, we'll probably be going live later on this week. And we'll definitely be uploading some more videos this week as well. Be on the lookout for our severe thunderstorm video as well. We're going to delve into some of the radar products and things like that, taking a look at certain radar features and as well as visual features within severe thunderstorms. We'll also be taking a look at the classification of supercells as well, so definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. But definitely appreciate it. And as always, guys, never stop chasing.